All new at 5:30 tonight. Should New York State lower its blood alcohol limit from 0.08 to 0.05? Lawmakers and advocates discussing the possible change right now at the Capitol.
Once again, legislation proposed in the effort of preventing alcohol-related traffic deaths. CBS 6's Tom Eschen in our Albany bureau tonight. And Tom, driving under the influence isn't just about alcohol. How did this hearing address other drugs like cannabis?
That's right, Amani. That was a big part of today's hearing for the Assembly Transportation Committee. A state police representative went up there and said at one point, impairment is impairment, meaning, yes, the BAC is one issue, but trying to manage drug use, both legal and illegal, is just as challenging.
This is my beloved son, Henry Alexander Rivera, 18 years old, May 27th, 2007.
Families who have lost loved ones to drunk drivers telling their stories to lawmakers today.
See each of the losses of the people here standing and the people in our New York State and our nationwide, their brothers and fathers and children and grandparents and cousins and friends. Andrew cannot just be another statistic.
They're pushing for stronger enforcement and stronger penalties for driving under the influence of alcohol and other drugs, too.
It makes you not want to get on the road again behind the wheel because we are going in the wrong direction.
Pat Fahey's on the committee. She's pushing for legislation to move away from the type of substance, instead the type of behavior, as the controlled substance list is constantly changing.
They've been identified as impaired behind the wheel, but it doesn't show up on a toxicology report. It essentially can throw out a case.
I know there's some difficulty in assessing whether a person is impaired from that, and also if it stays in the system. So there's some thought that needs to go into.
Swab tests have been proposed as the breathalyzer in this case, the latter being discussed as well in the hearing in terms of the BAC. Do you think that they should lower the BAC limit from 0.08 to 0.05?
Kind of conflicted on that because definitely it's important to have safety and to, keep a good standard, but I feel like this could definitely be used to get people who are kind of on that gray area.
In most people, lowering the BAC limit would mean one fewer drink for men and women, though others have argued against the different impact alcohol has on different people. Fahey says one solution, there's an app for that.
There are apps now that can also give you a sense of how much you can tolerate based on your weight, based on your BMI. There's ways to help.
More than 10,000 people die a year from alcohol-related crashes, and 56% of the time where there's an accident with an injury or death, at least one drug is found. That's according to the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration. Those impacted the most wanting that to change.
When you review the testimony today, I want you to think of Andrew and all the victims, because while I have been testifying here in front of you, another person has been killed and a family has been shattered, and we just cannot wait any longer.
Really emotional testimony in that hearing room today. Pushback has come through, some saying those in the 0.05 to 0.08 range aren't the ones police should be focusing on, which would mean taxing more resources. But at the same time, a BAC of 0.05 is when a driver is considered impaired. I'll have links to some of the bills discussed today on my Facebook page as well. Reporting live from Albany, Tom Eschen, CBS 6 News.